All right, I'm already on lesson 5, and I've created a draft copy of that, and I'm going to be adding this video that you're watching into lesson 5. Let me just show it to you real quick. If I go in and edit it, you'll see that the previous video is right here, how to clean up your mess, and then the video you're watching will end up right here. So it tells you that up here also. And I'm going to now get into Google Forms because that's where we were a little bit ago. So I'm going to click out of this and go back to the Google Forms lesson, okay? And the Google Form is still up here, so I'm just going to show you how this can be used. This is just an example. So let's call this response form, how are you doing? And see here. I'm just going to leave this. You can put a little description here. I'm not going to do that right now. All right, so let's just go like this. Your first name. I always like to do this. First name, and then it's a short. Google Forms kind of looks at the things you put over here and guesses what kind of a form you want. And I do want a short answer. And I want this to be filled in, so I'm going to make it required. Now I'm going to do a second name. So I'm just going to click duplicate, but I'm going to change first name to second name, or your last name, sorry. And let's see here, same kind of thing. And then I'm going to add question. How are you feeling after the lessons completed so far? And it seems to know that I want a multiple choice, but you can also notice there's all kinds of other type answers you can give. You can give them checkboxes, a drop-down menu they can choose from, and then down here is some complicated stuff I've never used, but these are the main ones that I've used. So feel free to dive in below here. Again, I'm sure Jason has used some of this with his students. I'm just going to leave this as multiple choice. Option 1, great. And then if you press tab, nope, I guess it's not tab. You have to click to add an option. Maybe it's enter. Good. Enter. Yep, that's it. Okay. What's going to be scared, and then awful. You can kind of tell that that's good, not so bad, not so great, all the way up to wonderful. And then I want this to be required. And then just to give you one more sample. Tell me more about how you feel. And then see, it knows that I want a paragraph. That's pretty good. And you can make this optional by leaving this unchecked, and you can even say optional. You want to put the word optional underneath there. Add a description, these 3 dots. Just put optional, and then that way you wouldn't check required. Okay. So now that's your form. I want to see what it looks like. Well, first of all, I want to set up my settings. I want to collect the student's email address, and I want to give them a response receipt every single time, so that they know that their thing got turned in. It is restricted to just St. Michael users, and I only want them to give me 1 response. Do I want them to be able to go back and change things or not? In this case, I'm not going to do that, and I usually don't ever check this. Okay, and then you want to make this into a quiz, you do something over here. I'll show you that in another video. I forget what presentation does. Oh, they can see a progress bar, and you can shuffle the question order. I don't usually do that. So I'm going to leave all these choices. I'm going to save that. And about all the questions, so I'm going to stop for this one, and I'll see you next time.